Welcome to Saudi.
In the fading light, hearts collide, shadows dance in the distance. Something just ain't right, I'm cold inside. Help me find what I'm missing.
What's happening, everyone? I hope all of you are doing well. Today's video topic is all about finding your niche. Now, this is something that's very challenging and it takes a lot of time, or it can be very quick depending on how focused you are in a specific industry. Some of us dabble in many things such as photography, cinematography, creative direction, graphic design, whatever it may be. But what is the actual answer to finding your niche and how do you go about doing it? I want to kind of discuss this in today's video topic by exploring some options for you guys, talking and giving you some pointers, and also speaking to some of my friends on a recent trip I had to Saudi Arabia. Now, Google also has a definition for niche, which is something I think would be valuable to discuss. They say that niche is a specialized segment of the market for a particular kind of product or service. A specialized segment of the market, meaning that you are focusing and really narrowing where you are targeting and who you're targeting. This is a very important thing to kind of make note of as we continue in this video.
Oh my, there's 1,000 miles between you and I. Oh my, just 1,000 miles between me and paradise. Oh my, there's 1,000 miles between you and I. Oh my, just 1,000 miles between me and paradise. Oh, paradise. Oh my, oh, paradise. Oh my, paradise. Oh my, just 1,000 miles between me and paradise. When the dark has gone, the morning's won, we're gonna feel something different. It will set you free if you just tell me every secret. I listen.
Before we jump into the video topic and talk about niche, I want to quickly take the chance to thank today's video sponsor, Licht. Now, if you're someone who really appreciates good music, or music that might be current and relevant, it's sometimes very difficult to incorporate that in your video content, especially if you're a YouTuber or content creator like myself. I find this super challenging because a lot of the music I want to use, sometimes I'm not able to because I may get copyright claims, strikes, or even might be able to lose my monetization in the video. But Licht has come up with a solution, and they partnered with different record labels and publishers to be able to utilize current music, famous music from some of my favorite artists out there, and be actually able to incorporate it in my channel, and while still being able to monetize and taking the rewards that come from creating content. If you're not familiar with Licht, it's a digital platform helping YouTube content creators legally use the music we love. It provides us with commercial music from real labels for licensing in our YouTube videos without the fear of, creator losing their ad revenue to copyright claims. Their vouch software ensures that if you license a song from Licht, you will not get a claim on your content and can publish video with peace of mind. Licht has a vision, and their vision is to make commercial music available for everyone. Now, this is extremely beneficial if you're trying to grow your channel because a lot of people resonate more with music that they hear on a daily basis or something that is fresh. This allows your audience to have some sort of better connection with you because they might actually now get a chance to see what kind of music you're into. My challenge in the years is really finding music that fits into my video content that still reflects the type of creator I am or the type of stuff that I actually listen to on a regular basis. Now, this challenge is something that many of us face, and unfortunately a lot of people don't know that there's a solution. Licht has been able to go around this hurdle and allow us to create videos with the type of music we actually listen to on a regular basis. Music licenses on Licht are valid for YouTube, and many include also Instagram and Facebook. Now, they obviously have different regulations and rules around using the music content. Generally speaking, each music piece that you decide to utilize is valid for that individual video content that you're producing on an individual platform as well. So as you guys can see, utilizing Licked and their music library is an incredible opportunity to really be able to connect with your audiences, show them the type of music you like, also not fear the idea of losing your monetization, which is something that we always worry about, or getting any copyright or claims or strikes on our video content. I mean, for these reasons and many more, you should definitely check out their site. I'm gonna leave all the information down below. And as always, if you guys do wanna sign up, they've offered me the chance to give you guys 50% on your first track if you sign up on their website. So be sure to go down below and check out Licked and let me know what you guys think.
All right, guys, as you can see, we are definitely in the desert. How's it going, bro?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good, guys. This is Marcel. He's
Nice
from
to meet you.
Germany.
Yes.
He's a really good landscape photographer that I just met on the trip. And I was telling him about the video topic, about like really figuring out your niche and stuff. And this guy obviously has figured it out.
Like I do commercial stuff, but it's always like in the landscapes. Like when I shoot products, I always bring them into nature, like never in the studio or something like that.
Yeah, so he's always out and about and shooting outdoors. And that's really interesting because when you're trying to, I guess, get into landscape photography and you're introducing products into it, you gotta have to be very strategic with how you do it. He's done a great job in executing the type of images that you wanna see when you open up a magazine, when you're traveling and you need a destination to inspire you. So what made you realize that this was your niche?
When I started photography, I was an au pair actually in the United States. And I was always shooting in New York City actually. And then I went to Canada, to Banff and Jasper National Park. So that was kind of the first outdoor trip I did in my life. And that was kind of the point where I was like, oh wow, like nature is really nice to take photos in. And from this point, I deleted all like the cityscape photos on my Instagram and just went full into nature.
Sometimes all you need is just that one destination or that one spot or situation to really kind of push you into one direction. And I think the most important thing is when you notice that you're good at something, you kind of have to continue doing it and build that momentum. It's not about stopping and doing as many things as possible. It's about really focusing on that one thing that you're really good at and where you feel comfortable. So he obviously feels great in landscapes like this. I don't know if you feel good.
Definitely.
In the desert?
So finding your niche, definitely a challenge and something that you really have to work towards. And it's not impossible, it just takes some time, it takes experience, and also really takes getting comfortable in a specific industry that you're aiming to target. Now I have a list of 5 things I want to talk to you guys about. These are 5 points that really will help you find your niche. The first is really identify your interests and passions. Now this is a given. If you're someone who's into photography or into videography, you really want to figure out what parts of those industries you fit in and also where your interests lie. The closer you are to finding that, the closer you will be to finding your niche. Me as an example, over the years I've dabbled in architecture photography and travel quite extensively. And I started realizing very early on that a lot of my talent in photography came around those 2 areas. And so the more I captured those things, the better I got at doing what I was doing and the more recognition I was getting from, different clients and my audiences. And you start to really put into perspective, okay, if this is where I'm growing and this is where a lot of people are kind of resonating with my content, this may be my niche in my area of expertise. So therefore, I'm going to commit myself to it. And I'm also going to work hard and diligently to make sure that I stand out amongst every single person that is also in that industry. And that's where it's very important to focus and to utilize not only your passion, but your interest in that field to your benefit. Point number 2, identify problems and find a solution. When I was really developing my niche, I started realizing very early on that people were going out and taking pictures of architecture and landscapes and everything like that, but they weren't putting in themselves in the context of those content, and therefore there was a lifestyle piece missing to the subject matter. And so that was the problem I noticed, and the solution was, okay, if I'm creating content, I want people to be able to see themselves in it. Let me put myself in my content, therefore people can resonate with the stuff that I'm doing and the experiences I'm having. I was solving a problem that I noticed in the industry, and maybe I was not the only person doing it, there was probably a lot of other people, but at the time it was a very small market and something that I was able to fit myself into and really take advantage of. This is something that I suggest you guys doing.
How are you, brother?
Hey, buddy.
Good to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Isn't this amazing? Look at Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, that's stunning, mate. Never seen anything like this.
You were like all the way down there. I was trying to find you. but then you like sat down and you blended in those like bushes down there,
Lost in the desert.
as
yeah.
always.
Yes.
So,
yes.
dude, you've been doing landscape photography for how many years now?
15 or so. Yeah.
And you're from Russia.
Yes, from Russia.
Привет, Russia.
Ой, привет, привет, дорогой.
Привет, yeah, exactly. So, what got you into photography?
Well, I just like the nature, like hiking, walking, and this is the way I live right now.
Yeah.
This is my life.
So, I guess it's like for you, it's always something that you were doing regardless. And then you were able to just capture photos and share it with people.
Yeah, exactly. No, the cameras just motivates you to wake up at 3 a.m.
Exactly.
The third day in a row. Otherwise, what the hell? am I doing here?
And he's not joking about that. He's literally, we've been up every single day at 3 a.m.
It's like your dog, you know, it
Yeah.
always gets you around very early and you just can't live without that anymore.
It's the truth.
Getting
but
addicted.
No,
But,
exactly.
yeah.
And I think that he's making a great point is that like it becomes a lifestyle. And when it's a lifestyle, it's something that you really enjoy. And for people who are trying to find their niche as a photographer, try and figure out what it is that they want to do, you have to wake up enjoying it. You have to wake up knowing that this is what you want to do and how you're going to go about your day. And that makes it so much more rewarding. And that makes you get closer to what you want to do. Which
Yeah,
is-
mate, and you have a solar battery right here.
Exactly,
and it's
yeah.
Charging
Charging
with
all the time.
sunrises, sunsets, and all the beautiful things.
Yeah, and you're gonna see some of his photos. I'm gonna post some stuff. Incredible photographer. So be sure to check him out, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Point number 3, research your competition. In order to really figure out what your niche is, you also need to figure out who's doing what. And that means looking at your competitors, understanding the things that they're doing, and trying to make sure that you're doing something differently or if not better than them. When I was in the industry really early on, I was doing a lot of due diligence. I was looking around and seeing all the different types of content other people were creating and really trying to set myself apart from everyone, saying, okay, if this person's doing this, I'm going to be doing this and maybe this with it, so that I could actually create something new and be able to leverage a completely new audience. Now, finding your niche is that challenge, is really identifying what people are doing and maybe doing something completely different. And this is something that you really have to take into consideration as you go day by day in creating your content. Point number 4, determine the profitability of your niche. This is probably one of the most important aspects of finding your niche. How profitable is it? Are you fitting into an industry that there is some sort of value? I don't want you spending time, hours, and maybe years dedicating yourself to 5, 6 other things when you could have just focused on one and did it very well and been able to monetize that the best way possible. In finding your niche, it's really having a conversation with yourself and identifying what is the best option for you in order to be able to leverage it financially and to secure yourself within an industry. My 5th point is pretty simple: test your idea. And by testing your idea, you really have to focus on it, meaning that for a specific amount of time, you have to designate yourself to that thing and make sure that you're working diligently in obtaining it. So if you want to be a landscape photographer, you gotta shoot landscapes. You gotta go and discover landscapes and start pushing away all the other things that will deter you from that niche. And this is important. When I was starting off, I really wanted to be a lifestyle photographer that focused mainly on luxury brands. So what I did is anything that wasn't luxury, I would push it aside. I said to myself, if it's not luxury, it won't make sense for my branding, and therefore I won't be fitting into a niche that is missing in the industry. So make sure that you put this in your head when you go out and shoot or create content, and really try to focus on that specific subject that you are interested in.
What? This is how it happens, eh?
Oh my god.
Alright guys, unfortunately this is our last day here in Riyadh and in Saudi Arabia, but we wanted to say goodbye in the best way possible. We are visiting the highest point here in Riyadh. This is Kangaram Tower, and we are currently on the Sky Bridge. It's this amazing bridge that kind of is over top of the building, and it overlooks the entire city, so you get both views on both sides. So I'm gonna walk around, kind of explore the space, take some photos. But I do hope that you guys did enjoy this video. I hope it was beneficial in really helping you figure out some of those important questions when it comes to your career. I know finding your niche is difficult and it's a challenge, but if you work towards it, anything's possible. It's just about really doing your due diligence and making sure that you know where your interests lie. So as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys all very soon. Peace.